attendance. So, Sagar, so the attendance criteria, it's like how exactly we do it. It's not yet finalized for the live sessions if you're talking about it. But then whenever you attend a live session, right? So it will be logged in the Zoom. So we'll have a data of it.
Right, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, so we shall start. Okay, I'll start by sharing my screen. So I just want to ask, like, all of you have watched the lectures, right?
Yes, sir.
Big Four?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
Okay. Yeah. Since the deadline is tomorrow, I guess.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So yeah, PPA 4 was discussed. So let us just move ahead. Let's go to PPA 5. PPA 4 was discussed in the last session. So we'll go to PPA 5. Okay. So this is okay, right? Me moving straight away to PPA 5.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So others, if you have like any doubts or something, you can interrupt me in between and then ask it out. Okay. So Sumit Chauhan, one thing. So please do not waste your solution here. If you're trying to do that, okay. Let
Okay,
others
okay,
ask.
it is live solving. Okay, fine. I thought that we are directly discussing the solution only.
No. Like,
Yeah.
I generally give some time. So in the last live session, since we didn't have time, we directly went away to the solution. Okay. So for this problem, what you need to do is you need to accept a space separated sequence of positive integers as input. You need to convert each element of sequence into the greatest integer less than or equals to it. Okay, right. So you know it, right? So we'll be accepting the real numbers. Let's say we'll have 1.5 or something. Then we'll convert each integer to the greatest integer less than or equals to it. Right? So then that means that the greatest integer less than or equals to 1.5 is 1, right? So 1.5 should be converted to 1 and you should be printing the sequence of those integers. Okay, with the comma separated again between the consecutive integers. So for suppose like if you see here, if you have 1.2, then you should be printing 1. 3.9, it should be 3. 4.24, 10.0, it should be 10. Okay. 1.1, 1. So again, it's the same thing. Okay. So this is like positive real number. So you need not worry about the negative numbers. All right. So try solving this problem. I'll give you guys 5 minutes to solve this problem. 5 or at max 10 minutes. Okay. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
10 minutes.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So for those of you who have already completed this problem, you can raise your hands. Okay. You can raise your hands. And one other thing, if you have already completed all the PPA problems, you can directly check that practice test problems, okay, which we will discuss once we're done with this PPA problems. Okay, so we have like 6 more problems to go. So if you have completed the problem, yeah, if you raise your hands, right, one of you, if you wish, we can present, not now, but later, when I ask you. You can present your solution.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
I saw some extra bonus marks was giving awarded for practice assignment. I'm asking how will that be calculated?
So where was it mentioned?
That in the mail that uh, PPA for PPA there will be 5 marks. For attending live session there will be 5 bonus marks, and for discourse there will be another 5 marks.
So yeah, we'll be having the data if you submit the PPA problems, right? We'll be having a data of it. So based on that, we'll give.
So one more thing, I have a doubt, sir.
Yeah.
So like the bonus marks that was talking about, is there any negative mark or something anywhere? Because one mark being shown on my dashboard and then the scores tab. So there's a discrepancy about 30 marks between these two. So is there somewhere marks reductions because of not attending or not doing PPA or something like that?
No, there won't be marks reduction for this for not attending, right? So if you look at that scoring, right? Wait, let me just show you that grading one.
Because my scores tab shows 93 week 2, I guess. But my dashboard is showing something else, much less.
Okay, okay.
So I was thinking if, let's say if your private test cases are not fully through, like for example, let's say you got 4 out of 5 private cases are clear, will there be any reduction or something? I will even mail the team details why there's a discrepancy. Some, some,
Okay, yeah. So I guess you had this. So this is the scoring pattern for this intro to Python. Okay. So how your final grade will be decided? This is this final grade T. Okay. So this is the final score. So for this, you'll have 50% for the final exam. Okay. And so it will be max of this 0.5 plus 0.2 is one or 0.6 F. So this will count to 60%. And then this will be
Actually, I was looking for this sheet earlier when the term started. I had a look at it, but I don't know where I saw it. Now I'm trying to access this particular page. Where is
okay.
it? This scheme, like the total scheme of mark and how to grade.
Can you repeat? Can you repeat?
I was looking. I was searching for this particular link, so to get to know what this is.
Okay, so I'll paste this link. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, yes.
The proctored programming quiz 3, which is on 20th March 2022, that is written here. Why doesn't it show on the dashboard? Like in the dashboard, they have said that it is week one, quiz 1, and then quiz 2, then directly end term.
See, the quiz 3 exam is gonna be there, but see, maybe since the date is not yet finalized, it was not mentioned. But yeah, online remote proctored exam, you will have two proctored exams, and quiz one will be having, and one interim will be having. So total of 4 exams will be having.
Okay, so the first exam, the quiz one,
Yeah.
there won't be a programming quiz like proctored programming quiz in.
No, there won't be a proctored programming quiz for the quiz one. It will only be the theory exam. Okay, so others, please mute yourself.
Sir,
So no proctored quiz exam for quiz one.
No proctored quiz exam for quiz one. Okay.
sir, can I ask a question?
Yes.
Sir, what is the eligibility of quiz one?
For the quiz one.
Yes,
For the
sir.
quiz one, there's no eligible direct. So you all will be mostly like eligible for writing. So if you
Okay,
see
sir.
here,
Thank you.
so average best 5 out of 9, that will be considered for final exam. Okay.
Yes, sir. That's
That will be
the
considered for final exam. For the first quiz exam, there's no particular eligibility as such. Okay.
Sir, and the syllabus for quiz 1 is from week 1 to week 4?
Yes.
So we will be getting the MCQ right at the exam.
Which one? MCQ?
So just like
Yeah. So you
okay,
have
sir.
this MCQ, NAT, MSQ. Only those questions.
Okay, sir. Because I was having this confusion that the programming portion is not becoming in that exam where we have to go to the centers, right?
Yeah. So
Okay, sir.
so this 30th exam, right? So it's
Yes,
not
sir.
going to have this programming one.
Okay, sir. So this programming portion will not be there, and only the MCQ and that
Right.
integer type will be there.
Right.
yeah, questions
Okay,
like
sir.
graded assignments, right?
Yeah.
So on 19th Feb or 20th Feb, we have that online proctored exam, right? That
Yes.
programming.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So how many of you have completed this PPA 5 problem? Only 2? Lee and Sumit? Others?
I did, but different than Sumit.
See, if you have completed it, please raise your hand. That's it. Okay. You need not worry about how you did it or that part. Okay.
I don't know how to raise hand. I think I'm not getting that one here. I'm using different system.
Okay. So it's all right. So in the reactions, you'll be having a raise hand option. Okay, so 10 of you have completed it. What about others? Do you want time or what is it?
Sir, can you please repeat? Actually, I joined late.
Yeah, so now right now we are trying to solve this PPA 5 problem. So if you want to take some more time, please please ask, or else we'll look at the solution.
Solve. Please give 2 minutes, sir.
Yeah, okay.
Just 3, 4
Sir, I
minutes.
have doubt
Five-
in
five
GRP.
minutes.
Is that any way we can discuss that?
You have a doubt in this?
GRPA, not in this. I have doubt in GRPA. So can we discuss that?
GRPA? Okay.
GRPA 2 itself.
We cannot discuss solution, but if you have quick
Yeah,
doubt,
that's why I asked. Because
Yeah,
we
okay.
can discuss.
Okay, what's the doubt here? GRPA 2, right?
I'm not able to start only.
You're not able to?
I'm not able to start. Like how to start? I'm not getting any idea like how to begin.
You're given a list of marks that has marks scored by class. Find the median on stored and float variable named median. You can assume that marks is a list of float values. See, it's like you have a list, right? You have a list, right? In that, do you know how to find the median? Generally, do you know definition?
Median, it is the middlemost value if it is
Right.
arranged in order.
Yeah. So all you need to do is you need to arrange it, and based on that, you need to once you arrange it, you can find the median very easily, right?
So, sir, can we use that function, or we have to do it in a proper way? Can we
Yeah,
directly
you have
use
to do it in the proper way.
because we have a function, I guess, that will directly
Right.
plot it. So
Right. But you cannot use that. Okay, you cannot use that.
okay, thank you.
Okay, so shall we discuss the solution for it? PPA 5?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes,
Okay.
just two more,
Let us
two more
proceed.
minutes, sir. My replit, just
So
wait
does-
for the replit. Just 2 minutes.
Does anyone want to share a solution? One of you can share a solution and explain it to others.
Sir, may I?
Yeah.
Sir, just a second, sending my code over here.
No, you can just directly share a screen. Okay, wait, I'll give permission to share. Yeah, now we will be able to share a screen. So one of you can share a screen and then explain your code. So does no one want to explain?
Yes, sir, I can, but if you want to
Yeah.
it, so
do it.
yeah.
Yeah, Sumant, yeah, you can do it.
Okay, sir, fine. Please allow me.
Yeah, you will be able to share a screen.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Also, question the PPA what 3 is it? Which one is this?
Sir, yeah, hope my screen is visible.
Yeah.
PPA 5.
Okay, so this is the solution I wrote down. Probably this line may confuse some of us, so I will explain it. But initially, I initiated a variable named sequence and took an input. As it is mentioned that it is a space separated, so I directly split it into this line 1 itself. So by default, splitter is the space if we didn't give anything, or otherwise we can do it like this as well. So then I initiated a new list as a blank list, and I apply a loop on the sequence in which we have some space separated now, all string numbers which are in float because there are decimals. So now I apply that new list will be appended with the integer conversion of float of I. So what I is over here, that I is the item which is present in the sequence list as an string. So first of all, I convert it into a float because it has a decimal. Then that whole float number I converted into an integer. So that integer, what it will do is it will take the first integer part and null out the decimal part. So it will convert it into an integer and it will append it in the new list. So after when for loop is completed and all the items are appended in the new list, then I print that new list. So this is a format to print a whole list with the separator, whichever you want. If you want the separator as comma, then comma is applied, otherwise space or whatever the separator you want to use. So you may use it like this. And star is for the, it will iterate all the items of that list and it will print along with this separator. So this is the shortcut we can say, or otherwise we can apply the for loop as well. So if I comment it out over here, and I may apply it like this as well, that for item in new list, and I may print like, or I can say that for J in
Why you're using
range of,
star new list? Without star new list, can you type only new list and check will it come?
sorry, pardon, please.
The first print
let him complete first.
Yeah. So for J in range length of new list -1, and what I will do is like that print that new list J and comma and equals to what? We need a comma, and after that I will print new list and the last item of it. Okay, so it should work as well. See, all the test cases passed, so we will check for that private cases as well. And yeah, it is passed 5 out of 5. So what I was explaining is like that we may use the printing pattern like this as well, using the for loop, or we can use it like this. This is the same functionality, just it is a shortcut of it only. That this star, yeah, please.
Can
Sumit, I
why
have
the
a
star
query.
new list? Why did you add star new list? Can you just check removing the star? Will it work?
Yes. Let me do it. Yeah.
No, remove the star.
No, if I remove the star, then it will not work like that. It will print a whole.
What is the use of that star?
Yeah, see, let's check it. I
Sumit,
remove that
what does
star.
star signify here?
See, star will work like iterator over here.
Star
It
means
will iterate.
element in that list.
I
Each star.
think you are using some advanced concepts like keyword arguments or something like that.
Yes.
So
That's
we
why
should
I
not jump the
explained
gun,
the
no?
both. Yes. It's
So
not in general. So that's why I explained the both of the methods. That
please
whoever is
don't
comfortable
bring
with
this
the.
advanced concept now. It's confusing us actually. That's why.
Yeah, that's why I explained the both. So whoever is
No,
comfortable with that, so he or she
you
may use
cannot
that.
general concept
Yeah.
we should understand first.
Yeah. So it is. That's
But
why
you
I
can say
explained it.
if something is
Yeah.
in one line, then you can add on.
Yeah, because this is the repeated work, and it is just a printing pattern only. It is not about the coding much, because in general coding, when we use in our practical life, so printing is a least thing which we apply somewhere, because we need to return or something, we need to store somewhere or like that. So printing is the least thing which we do it in our practical coding. So that's why we can use both any of them. So it's up to us, whoever is comfortable with which kind of coding. So that's why I explained that this coding for printing itself, we can use the for loop itself and with this method. So it will work definitely.
Sumit, I have a query. Can I ask?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Instead of converting, if you can make it int in bracket means new list dot append int bracket I. Instead of float, because it's a string, we can directly convert it because user is entering in terms of 1.2, so 3.5 like that only. So it can be converted. Whether that will work?
See, we directly converted that. We converted it into a float and then we converted into integer.
Instead of float, if we directly convert it into integer.
No. Because if it is having a decimal, then we cannot convert it directly into the integer from the string itself. Because integer can be converted if it is a decimal thing from the float it only.
Understood here. Otherwise, we have to use this float function.
Yeah.
I have two questions here.
Yeah, please.
So like the person was pointing out, like here, for first thing is okay. When you had that star new list, so what is the function of the star? The commented one you do?
Yeah, so the star, what star is doing over here is that it is iterating each and every item of this new list for printing, and the separator is comma.
If the star will take play the role of an iterator.
Okay, one thing is you do not worry about line number 5. Okay, so whatever was mentioned in 6, 7, 8, right? So that is
Yeah,
how
6,
you
7.
do.
Yeah, then
Okay,
I got it. Right.
that is how we
And,
do. Do not worry about line number 5. That is advanced. Okay,
yes, sir,
we'll
that's
be
what.
learning it in the later weeks. Okay, you do not worry about. All right.
So basically, it's a iterator you're seeing. Okay.
Right. So for now, you can just think of it like, okay, it's iterating over the list. How it does and other parts you will learn later. Okay.
Okay, and another one is this, like the person pointed out. Now, why, if let's say we take sequence equal to int of, like we used to do for other problems like int of input. So we can do that, right?
No, see, if I just apply that int of
Not here.
right
I'm
now.
taking up the input. I'm taking up the input.
Okay. We are discussing on int of input.
Yes, sir.
The input is space separated, right? Space separated float values, real numbers. So we cannot convert directly that to integer. Okay. First thing is we need to be converting that to float. First thing is we need to splitting it based on space, and after that each value in the list we need to convert that to float, because the string which is a float form cannot be converted to integer directly.
So I have a question. So I have a doubt. Yes, sir. I have a doubt here. So see, let's say I put it as int input, and the user is entering, or the user is entering float values separated by space. So what will happen in that case?
It will throw an error.
Okay.
It will throw an error.
Why
should it throw an error?
converting?
How does that's obvious, right? How does the system convert directly that value? Cannot convert.
Other people,
Anyway,
please mute. Other people, please.
Anyway, we are saying int, right? Int of input, right? So why should it not convert at the source itself?
How can it convert 1.2 space 3.2 space 4.2 into an integer? How does it convert? What's the logic?
Okay.
So can you tell me about the float thing? Why it will have to convert it to float first?
The thing is, initially that 1.2 is a string, right? 1.2
Yeah.
is a string.
Correct.
So if you directly ask
Okay. Got it.
Convert to a integer, right? It will not be able to. First thing is
Got
you
it,
convert
got
that to float, because that is like directly equal to float, right? You can convert that to float, and after converting it to float, float can be converted to integer.
Got it.
So please mute everyone, sir.
Yes, sir, please mute everyone, then we will unmute whoever wants to talk.
Yeah, Sumit,
Thanks, Sumit. So we go ahead to the next one. Okay, I'll stop sharing yours. Okay. Yeah, sorry guys. Before I lost my network connection. Okay, there was a power failure here. Okay, so the next thing is this one. Accept a sequence. Reverse the sequence and print it as output. Okay, this should be okay, I guess. Right. So basically, here what you should be doing is 1, 2, 3, right? It should be as 3 to 1. This is like, I think PPA6 is all right. You can do it yourself. You can we move ahead to the next problem? All you need to do is while using for loop, right? First thing is you can directly convert that to a list. Okay, by using split method. Once you convert that to a split, once you convert that to a list, right? While looping it, instead of looping from start to end, you can loop from end to start, so that you'll print it in the reverse manner. That should be doable. Hello, did you get my idea?
For me, it didn't like.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
This is like instead of starting from range of 0 to n, you start from range of n to n minus 1 to 0. Okay. All right.
Can you write if it's just line code?
Yes, we will have to also mention the third parameter, right? -1.
Yes, sir, because in list slicing, we can do it as well. So
Yeah. So
as we have covered
minus
the list topic as well, so
right,
we can use it.
right. Yeah, we should mention -1. It should be n-1 to -1. Okay, n-1, -1, comma -1. Okay. So think about it like why you should be mentioning it like that.
A start value
Sir,
will be
value
minus
should
one,
be n minus
and
1 by the way.
a step will be -1, and the start value will be n-1, right?
Right. So the start value is n-1, the end value is -1, and the step value is also -1. So it should be n-1, comma -1, comma -1. Okay. So we'll move to the EPA 7 problem. Okay.
Art value will be
So this
-1,
is-
na, sir?
Yeah. The step value is -1.
And
Okay.
value is -1 means it will print up to 0, 0th value, right? First.
Yeah. Since you mentioned n value is -1, it will take it will iterate until I equals 0. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So the next one is this suffix code. It will introduce you to the topic of suffix code. Okay. Suffix code is nothing but like, see, this is while you are writing a code, right, there will be a certain code which will already be pre-written for you. Okay, you cannot change that. Okay, so some code will be like in the before the code which you will be writing. Some code will be like after the code. So this is like after the code. This is suffix code. Okay. All right. So this suffix code or prefix code which you cannot modify. Okay. You have to type your code on before the suffix code. So here what they were asking is accept a square matrix as input and store it in the variable named matrix. The first line of the output will be n, the number of rows matrix. Each of the next lines will be a sequence of n space integers. We do not have to print the output of okay. So all you need to do is you need to create a variable named matrix and then you need to store the values of the square matrix in it. Okay, it's like you need to create a list of lists. All right. So I think this is doable. I'm able to get anything. So Ranjan, so if you could just elaborate on like what do you mean by I am unable to get anything? Like how should I start from scratch? I'll be able to help you. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Sir, you are audible.
So for those of you who have attended this previous live session, right?
Yes,
Previous live session, so which happened on Thursday. There we were talking about matrices, right? List of lists, correct?
Yeah.
So what you need to do is you need to create the list of lists now based on these inputs. Okay. The first line will be the number of rows in the matrix 2. So this says that it is a 2 by 2 matrix. And after that we have this input values. 1 space 2 is the first row, 3, 4 is the second row. Okay. And similarly, based on the number of rows and the input, you just need to create a matrix. Okay. You just need to append those values to the matrix and then create the matrix. That's it. Okay. Can you guys try this? This should be fairly easy, I guess. You can do it in 6 lines of code. Okay. 6 or 7, I guess. Okay. So can you guys try it? Page 7.
Excuse me, sir. Can you explain that suffix code point again?
So the suffix code is something like, see, for some problems there will be a code which will be like fixed, okay, which you cannot modify. Okay, so this code could be before the code you write or after the code you write. Right now, this code is after the code we write, right? So that is called if the fixed code is after the code now, after the code you write, that is called suffix code. And if the fixed code is before the code you write, then that is called the prefix code. Okay. So this suffix code is something like which you cannot modify. Whatever you write, you should be writing it before the suffix code.
Sir, can you show an
So
example of it?
this one. So this is the example for suffix code. You can see this print of matrix, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
This print of matrix, this is a suffix code. Okay.
Okay. Yes, sir.
You cannot write anything after this. You cannot write
But we
anything
cannot
after
write before it.
print of matrix. Yeah, you can write only before it. Okay.
So what is the an example of prefix where we can add
Prefix
something before?
I
Before
think
suffix
it should
code.
be somewhere around here. Okay, let me check.
Here we cannot write after matrix.
Right.
Bracket close.
Can you see it? Can you see this one? Line number 1.
Yes, sir.
This line number 1. This is that is a prefix code. Okay. Whatever code you write, you can write only after the prefix code. Okay. For some problems, what will happen is you'll have both the prefix code and the suffix code. You can write only in between those. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So I try this problem. PPA 7. You can take like 5 minutes to solve this problem. 5 or at max 10 minutes.
Did not get this suffix, sir. Did not get this suffix and this code, sir. Matrix. If we print matrix, we cannot write anything after close bracket.
After close bracket, I did not get you.
What is the meaning of prefix and suffix code?
What is the
here?
Okay, what is the use of suffix code you are saying?
Yeah.
See,
suffix. Yeah.
That is like sometimes all you need to do is you just need to do a particular operation. Okay, you need not do the entire part. Like right in this scenario, this print of matrix we are not asking you to do. Sometimes you ask you to do this print of matrix, right?
Yeah.
Correct. And sometimes you need to accept the input. And sometimes what happens is you need not accept the input, okay, or you need not print the input. All you need to do is you need to do some small operations which is asked of you, like okay.
Example, sir. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll just show you an example.
Examples.
So in this particular case, what they were saying is a square matrix of size n by n that is given to you. M is a positive integer. Okay, that is also given to you. Print the value of a power m. Okay, here A is a square matrix which is already defined. Okay, and m is a positive integer that is also defined. All right. So all you need to do is based on this square matrix A and the value of m, you need to print the A power m. That's it. Okay. You need not accept the input. The input is already defined, and sometimes maybe this A power m also you need not print. All you need to do is you need to calculate A power m. That's it. Okay. Is this clear? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So okay. So let's try to solve this problem. PPA 7. Once you're done, please raise your hand. I see very few people raising hands. So I have like 150 people here, and there were like only 7 people raising hands. So what does it say? Others are present only for attendance, or what is it?
Did not.
Are you
did
finding
not
the
make
course
the
difficult?
practice. Did not write the code. That's why.
Okay, so yeah. So
7 at 9.
Yeah, if you did not write the code, what I'm saying is take your time now. Take like 10 minutes or so. Write the code. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So right now the time is 2:40. I'll give you like until 2:50 to solve this problem. All right.
Yes.
So by the time I'll be able to see how many of you have solved the problem. Okay. If you have completed, please to raise your hand so that I'll get to know how many of you are able to solve the problem. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
It's a bit of suggestion things. Actually, I was out of station for a week, so I could not able to access any content. Just I have came today and I saw that it was a weekly reminder is not Wednesday and it was on tomorrow. So if it is the usual things changes, can please drop a mail to every student that this can be helpful at that time. Because the deadline is preponed for week 4 is not aware, and I was in a bit of hurry because I have chosen 4 subject. I was expected 26 is the last date, so I can complete, but suddenly it was only have 1.5 days to complete. That's why if it is
No, it's
preponing, please.
23rd only.
See, okay. One thing is that okay, yeah, we will try to do it. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Okay, so once you're done with this problem, please do let me know. Once you're done with the problem, please let me know.
Sorry, but is it okay if the output is displayed like it is shown in the shown here? Like if it's a list of lists, is it okay?
Yeah. So all you need to do is it should be matching this, right?
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Actually, you need not even print the matrix actually. Just define a matrix and then
we have to just enter the n lines.
Sir, your voice is severely breaking up.
So it seems your
Yes.
network. Yeah, it's fine now.
Okay. So give me a second. Okay, so is it better now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks. If you have completed, please raise your hand.
I did, but only my output is coming with asterisk, with the apostrophe.
Okay, so you need to be converting that to an integer, right? You need to be
Okay.
converting those values to an integer. Okay, so just a reminder, guys. So if at all, right, if your output comes with the apostrophe, right, that is as a string, then it will still be considered as wrong. Okay, even if it has an extra space or extra comma, it will still be considered as wrong. Okay, though everything else is correct, it will still be considered as wrong. Okay. All right. So can one of you share a solution? Okay. Or else do you want me to write the code for you? Krishna, Anant, do you want to share a solution? Ravindra. Am I audible? I'm audible,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Yes, sir.
You are perfect.
Yes, sir, audible.
Okay.
Sir,
So
please
I'll
first you share your
I'll do
code.
one thing. Yeah.
Sir, first you solve yourself first. Then, if there is any other way, we can see that.
Okay. So first thing is we need to accept this number of rows, right? So that I'll do. N equals to, since that is an integer, I'll be converting that to an integer. N equals to int of input. Okay. After that, I'll create this matrix. Okay, that is an empty matrix, and after that, is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so after that, what I'll be doing is for I in range of n, because it has n rows. Okay, I need to accept the each row values, right? So row equals to input. Okay, dot split, because again, since all the rows are there, right? I need to convert that to a list by separating it by space. Okay. Once I convert it, again, this it is of the string form, right? We need to convert each value of the row to an integer, right? So for that, what I'll do, for j in range of n, because the length of row is same as length of matrix, right? The number of columns is same as number of rows. So since it is square matrix, okay, row of j is equals to int of row of j. So initially row of j is a string. Now we are converting that to an integer. Okay. After that, what do? You just need to append it to the matrix. You need to append this each row, okay, row to this matrix. That's it.
Sir, each row j.
Each row. Okay. See this. Once you are appending row, then each elements of the row is already appended, right?
Row j. Row
So can you explain from line 5?
Line 4. Line 4 is giving row, right, sir?
Yeah. So okay. So
sir, why did we give space
this is
in
row,
split?
right? This is row, right?
Yeah.
So the elements of the row is a form 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that, right?
We have input 1 space 2 space 3 space 4, right?
Yeah. So we need to convert that to a list, right?
And
So
that will
what
be
I do?
splitted by a comma, no, sir?
Yeah, we have. Okay, let me check. Is it by space or comma?
Sir, it is space.
It is by space. So it is by space.
Okay, right. In the question, it is a space, right?
Yeah. In the question, it is space. So I splitted it based on space. Okay. Now what it will be? Initially, it was of this form, right? Initially, it is like this.
Sir,
Now,
if we already have given a space during input, then why it is required to split through a space?
actually, you can just avoid it also. You can just mention like this. Even this works.
Yeah.
Okay. Because by default, it splits by space. Okay. Now row is of this form, now. 1.
No, if by default it is, then if you do not give a space during the input, then still it should work. Let us first run it.
Okay. So now this is of this form, right? This 1 is a string, 2 is a string, 3 is a string, 4 is a string. Now what do we need to do? We need to convert each of these values.
Yeah, that is right.
Each of this value into an integer. That is done here. That is done by looping through the values, the indices of the row, and then converting each element to an integer. Okay, each element of the row into an integer. Now after this it will be of this form: 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is what we want, right? So now we can just step at that particular row. Okay, done. Clear?
Sir, there's one small doubt, sir.
Run the code to the.
Yes, sir. Sir, the question, like, since it's a square matrix and sequentially we are generating it, it's not like we have some random values. So we can just take a for loop from I to, let's say somebody writes 4. Obviously, it means that 1 to 16 is the value.
What?
Right?
What? Can you repeat?
So let's say someone enters 4 as the input.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
obviously it means it is 4 by 4 matrix.
Right.
So the numbers will be 1 to 16. That's what we have to create, right?
No. So the numbers are fixed. The numbers are not fixed. The
No,
numbers
sir,
are not fixed.
what I'm saying is, for if you look at
Any
the
number
test
can
cases,
any number can be input.
no.
Yeah, any number can be there.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not the input says. See, input if 2, it's 2 by 2 matrix, which means 1 to 4 should be populated.
that is test
Accept the
one
square
only.
matrix as input. I'm
Can I
storing the variable
complete?
named matrix. The first line will be the line n. The number of rows in a matrix. Each of the next 10 lines will have sequence of n space separated integers, which means that the n space separated integers are the values of that particular row. Okay.
Yes, sir. Actually,
it's not always 1, 2, 3. It's not always like 1, 2, 3.
No, my
4, 5,
question
6, 7,
is,
8, 9.
are we supposed to accept values for each and every element in the matrix?
Yeah. You need to accept.
But here we are not doing that, no?
We are doing it, right? What am I doing it here?
Okay.
I'm accepting the values for each row.
Okay, because can you scroll down for the test case input? Because what they have done is input 3 and 1 to 9 they are printing, I guess, right? Or input is 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah,
okay, you will have
all this.
All this, okay, fine. Thank you.
These all are rows, no?
Yeah, all rows. Okay. Do not confuse yourself. Okay.
Expected output is the rows.
Can you please run
1, 2 is 0, 3, 4 is 0, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Sir, one query.
Sir.
Yes.
So instead of
can you please run the code?
Can you show the solution once again? Sorry.
Yeah. Instead of J, so if we write I in that range, then
So seems it is a bug. It happens several times when we are about to complete all the code and it just vanished.
Yeah.
It
Sometimes it happens. Okay.
And time
Okay.
is
I read to code it. Huh?
Yeah, actually we have to write the whole code again.
Whole code again. We are not a good typist.
Or better when you finish this control C somewhere you put it. Control C, Control V, and then
Every time it is not possible. No? We are not writing the code.
Yeah,
but after you finish the code.
So the same problem happens with me every time.
It should
Sir,
be
I
in
wrote the same code,
auto shape.
but in all.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Just wanted to add for that, that reset happen. You could probably,
please follow the ethics.
What happened? So what happened? What ethic did I actually violate?
So all I'm saying is you're kind of like disturbing others. Okay.
No, see, I was just trying to help others with that, reset which happens. I have faced that problem multiple times, so I am just trying to provide a solution.
Okay, please do. Yeah.
Should I provide the solution or unmute myself?
No. Please provide.
Okay, so you can just press the browser back button. That solves the problem.
Okay.
When you see the go to dashboard, press the browser back button. It's a tested solution across other previous terms as well. Many people have told me, so it should work.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
Venkat.
Venkat. Thank you, Venkat.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can you say it again? Actually, I couldn't hear it properly.
Just press the back button.
Oh,
Please
okay,
tell.
okay. Thank you.
We will try it later.
Okay. So another way is once in a while you can just copy your code. Okay. You can just copy your code so that you'll be able to paste it. Okay. So yeah, this was running. Okay. So yeah, let's move it to the
Sir, one question just.
Yeah.
So just a second, sir. Just having a look at the code, sir. We were just digesting the code. Sorry, 1 second.
Okay. So instead of J, if we put again I and
yeah,
row
then
I.
then it will create a very big issue. Okay.
So can we add the column in the same way, like added row?
What?
The column. I mean, can we add the column in the same way like you added row? Like
the
it was a
column,
matrix.
like yeah, we can do it, but the thing is, they mentioned that these are the rows, right? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
This is rows, right? They did not give like 1, 4, 7 or something like that. No?
Okay. So we can do this if they ask that question, right?
Yeah.
Sir, this is the standard practice to store a matrix. Like,
right.
but
Yeah.
This is the standard method, right?
Yes.
Okay, sir. Now can you explain again, sir, the suffix code and the prefix code, what we explained earlier?
Suffix and prefix code. One thing is, you need not even worry about it at all. Okay. That's a very important thing. Okay, you need not worry about.
No, just to understand
code.
in this code how it will change. If it
suffix
is
code will not change anything. All it does is it prints whatever matrix you have defined, right? It prints that matrix. That's it. That's what suffix code does.
Okay, already it will be given in the code, right?
Yeah. Already it will be given there.
Yeah.
There is a prefix code
Just like this PPA, because the print matrix already it was given, right?
Yeah.
Suppose it was not given, then what will happen? We will write the code. We can write the code, sir.
Yes. If it is not given and if they ask you to print it, then you need to print the matrix.
Okay, they have constituted the question so that it should be printed like this. Otherwise, code will not run, right?
Right.
Okay, got it, sir. Thank you.
So, and it was mentioned here, you do not have to print the matrix. You do not have to print the output to the.
Got it, sir.
Console. If suffix code does it for you. Okay.
We have to write this suffix code. If it is prefix code, then we have to write after that, right?
Right.
Got it, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sir, in 7th line, sir, when we appended rows, sir, do we not need to write in square bracket any range of value like J or directly it will take rows value and append it?
Row is already a list, right?
Yeah, it is defined. Right.
So we have when we are splitting it, that makes row as a list. So each time we are appending the row, we are appending a list.
Sir, the same way like that in whenever we are appending a list, can we directly append the name of list? You can write and append it.
Yeah. So if you directly like create that list now and if you want to append it, then you can append it. But you can do it. Okay. Can do it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Sir, that empty space you had given, no? Where is it reflected in the output?
Empty space?
Yeah.
Which empty space you're talking about?
Can you make the code a little bigger?
Yeah.
Little more.
This one you're talking about?
No. I think I got mixed up in the previous code. Yeah. Yeah. This split code. No, this empty space is there, no? But where is it in the output?
What empty space you're talking about?
You removed it now, no?
It is split method. Split method.
Yeah. Can you put an empty space there? How does the effect will have? But it will throw an error there.
It is the same. It is the same.
Yeah.
By default, if you do not mention any argument right within the split, then it finds that empty space and then it splits based on that. Or else, if you mention it explicitly, also it is the same. Okay.
But what does it physically mean? Is between the two rows, is it? That's what the space means there.
No, it's like within that input, it splits based on space. Okay.
Okay.
Please follow the lectures and the Thursday's live session. Okay.
Okay.
You get complete understanding of what a split is. Okay.
Right. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. So. Okay, so this is like kind of easy, I guess, similar to the previous one. Okay. Previously we accepted the values also, but here since it is an identity matrix, all we need to know is size. That's it. Once we know the size, we can print the identity matrix. Okay. Okay. All right. So you need to accept positive integer and the print the identity matrix of size n by n. Okay. And it should be taking care of this output. The output should have n lines, where each line is a sequence of n comma separated integers that corresponds to one row of matrix. So that's like the first row should appear first, and then the second row should be appearing the next. Okay. And there's a like comma separated. This is 2 by 2 identity matrix 1001, and this is 3 by 3 identity matrix. Okay. So take like 5 minutes to solve this problem. 5 hours, 8 minutes.
Sir, in this,
solve this problem. Yeah.
Sir, in this there is no need of list, right? We can do it directly.
Yeah, you can do it directly also.
Okay, sir.
So what's the question number, sir?
Question number 8, PP8.
Sir, meanwhile, can I ask you the previous question? I didn't actually get it. I'm trying to run the same code what you have written. Okay, so I'm not sure how to insert the values like the first. So hello sir, can you hear? Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you're audible. Yeah. What's your question?
Yeah, no, it's just a previous question. So meanwhile, people are working on that next question. So
yeah.
I want to understand the old code. Okay, I have written the same code. Okay, but I'm getting some error, sir. Yeah. So, sir, like the first input, right? Input x, the value n, right? This is nothing but a size of a matrix, right?
Right.
Okay. Suppose I given as a 3. Okay. Now in the row number 4. Okay, where we taking the inputs, sir, how we are giving inputs, sir? I mean, should I enter all the values of the first row, or like how to enter?
Yeah. You should be entering all the values of first row separated by space.
Okay, so only 3 values, right? Only three rows. I mean,
right.
3 column values.
No, it is rows. Yeah.
Which question is
there will be 3 column values here.
Yeah, first 3 column values. Okay.
Right, yeah.
So it will take first 3 column values, then do them. It will append everything here, right? Then it will ask for the second input values, right?
Correct.
I'm getting some string error actually. So
yeah, can you show me your? Can you share your screen?
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Sorry, my code, my skills are not good actually. So okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. We can just share a screen. Then
How to share, sir? How to share from here? Okay, share screen. Yeah. Can I? Do you see? Can I see, sir?
Yeah, the input matrix. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So here, asking for the and I given 3 value. Okay, as the input.
Okay. Okay. So one mistake is that line number 7, right? Can you just
Yeah.
line number 7? That should be within the first for loop.
I think it's under the first loop, sir. Given.
No, it's not under. It's like outside the first for loop.
Okay. So okay.
It should, do it once more. Do it once more. Do that space once more.
Okay.
Sir, also he's not printing the matrix.
Yeah. He's not printing the matrix correctly.
Okay.
You can just print the matrix. Come out and print the matrix. Come out of the loop and print the matrix, because you do not want to print the matrix each time, right?
So like that, sir?
Yeah.
Fine, sir. Can I run?
Yes.
Okay, so this is number 3. Then I give a number 4.
No. See, the first thing is you already gave a space initial itself.
Okay.
You don't do that, okay? Yeah.
Okay, I'll stop and again. I can do again. Sorry, I'll do again. So 3 is a size of matrix. Okay, so 3.
Yeah.
Then it will ask for the values, right? So shall I give 2?
Right.
Space.
Yeah.
Space.
Yeah.
Space 4.
Yeah. Enter.
Yeah.
Enter.
Yeah.
Okay. Then 5 space 6 and 7. Yeah, I think this is how it works.
Yeah. Click on enter.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Sir, can I ask you one question?
Sorry to bother you guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
How will I define a n by n matrix or a list?
Hello. Yeah.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah. One person asked me doubt.
Yeah. How will I define a m times n list?
How will you define a
n by n list?
What do you mean by how do you define? You just okay. So you wanna define a empty list or something?
Matrix with m rows and n columns.
Yeah, you just double loop it, right? You use a nested loop and then like you can just append the values.
No, I would like to define it beforehand.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, you can use a double list and nested loop and initialize everything to 0.
What do you mean by define, first of all?
Like the way we define like matrix equals to first third bracket open and third bracket close. No, so I want to define a matrix.
If you want to do it directly, you can just do it directly itself. Okay.
Sir, I think he means to say that how to initialize a matrix.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Okay, so can I see this? See, if you wanna initialize a matrix, you can do it directly like this. Okay, 0, 0, 0.
No, sir. This I have to do it manually, right? But I don't know the size of the matrix, right?
Yeah. So in that case, we just use double loop it. Okay. Just like how we are doing it until now, no? It's not like you're asking something new. It is the same old thing. Okay. So the first one is the.
Actually, I did it like that, but I'm getting an error actually.
So then that means that there is just a small mistake which you would have done. Okay.
So I have a query here, sir.
All you do is like.
It is showing list index out of range.
Okay. So that means that maybe you did the looping part, you did not do it properly. Okay. So let's just say this. Okay. For each time we are creating empty row for j in range of n. we just row dot append 0. Okay. Like I'm just creating a 0 matrix. Okay. And after that, what do you do? Matrix dot append row. That's it. Just like how we did for the previous problem. Okay. Yeah. Any doubt there?
So can we go to the
Yeah, we
previous
can do
codes?
like this.
So I have a query in the earlier codes, like the one which solution you have shown.
What?
The previous one, sir, and when we showed the solution for PPA7, the matrix 3 by 3 matrix.
What
Can we? Yeah, can you show that? Yes, sir. Here. So actually, in the question they are saying that accept the inputs in the second line. Okay. Can you scroll up, sir? So here in the code, if we are saying yes, sir. So now just go to the code.
Okay.
To the code, yes, sir. So when you're saying input, so we can enter any number of integers. So that could be a problem there, right? Let's say I separate some 5, 10 integers with the space. So how can we control? We are assuming that we are going to give only 3 or 4, no? So that we can assume like that, right?
Just assume that the user will give correct input. Okay. When they mention
Yes,
that
because this time
rows are like
compiler is
3, then he'll enter only 3 values. Okay. This is all like predefined. It's not like some random user is giving. Okay, you
Yes,
need
sir.
not worry about all the things.
Yes, sir. But for then how the input? Let's say we are for each I in range, we are taking the input. So till enter is pressed, the input will keep going on. No? So I just wanted to know how we are actually asking for multiple inputs row by row in that code.
See, it will just ask for the range until n only. So it will not ask for more than that. See, let's say n equals 3, right?
Yes, sir.
Initially it took an input. That's the first input. And after that, for I in range of 3, so basically pop-up will run 3 times, right? So it will ask for 3 more inputs. Okay, that's it. So basically,
Okay.
this
No, that's what I wanted to know. So we had assumed that the user will not jump the limit and just put that.
The user will not give extra input because it's not the user that is giving, it's a computer that is giving right now.
Okay.
Because the inputs are like already predefined. Okay. It's not
So
like you are entering manually.
So the row will get executed the number of times, 3 times, like whatever is the exact number from the range. Okay.
Okay. So PPA8, is it done? PPA8 problem, have you completed it? Others?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. If you have completed, please raise your hand. So can we discuss the solution? Okay. Yeah, Vijay Nandan, yeah, you can assign it like that. But you should be defining else part also, okay? What if I not equals to A? What if I not equals to A? Then what value you will assign? That also you should be defining.
Thank you.
Okay, so one of you can share a solution. Krishna, Anand, right? Daniel, Iqbal, Ashish, right? One of you can share a solution.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, one of you can share a solution. So I'll stop sharing. So one of you can share a solution. So for PP8.
May I?
Yeah, so can I share a solution? One of you?
Yep. Yeah.
So can you check the chat there? I have done n cross n matrix. Is that the correct way to do it? I just did in the same way you showed us. So you showed us.
We can do.
Hope my screen is visible.
One small mistake, Krishna, like if the code which you have presented now, if it is for PPA 7, if it is for PP8, you will not be accepting the row and column values. Right? You will not accept the row and column values. You just directly you directly know what the identity matrix is now based on end value. So you just do it directly. Okay, you won't accept inputs.
Okay, sir. So it's not for PP, for any PP. I just did it in general.
Yeah. So one thing is that you won't accept both row and column always, right? Either you will accept row or you will accept column. Okay, you won't accept both. Okay.
That is why I was confused.
This is a very long process. This way I have to, if I take it as a list, then I have to change it again from a list to normal output. What Sumit is presenting.
Yeah, actually, this is for the simplicity, actually, no? Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay, so actually, for the sake of simplicity, I just make it like this only, that as we code the previous one, right? The only difference is what? That we are not taking any input from the user. We are just appending whatever we need to append.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the line 1 only, we are taking the number of rows of that identity matrix, and then we are looping it, iterating over here, and we are just creating the empty list as a row, and we are just appending it. So how we are appending? Like if I and j are same, that means in the first iteration the I will be 0. Let's say if n is 3, so it will iterate over 0, 1 and 2. So in the first iteration, I will be 0. Now in the nested loop, again we are iterating till 3. So that is again 0, 1 and 2. So initially j will always be, the first iteration of j will be 0. So if I and j both are 0, both are same, so it will append 1 over there. Else it will append 0. Okay, so in the next, so in first iteration, it will be 1. Then after this 0, 1, it will be 0, 0, 2, it will again 0. Then again in the next iteration, it will be I will be 1 and j will be 0. So 1, 0, it will be 0. Then 1, 1, it will be 1. So it will be like our identity matrix. Okay, so this is how it will append row by row, and we are appending that, we are just printing those rows. We are not appending it somewhere because we just need to print. So for print, I generally use this, but for simplicity, I again coded like this, that we can print those items of row like this, ended with end with comma. Okay, so let's test it. Yeah,
But if
please.
you print the end in this way, then at the end of the this one also they will be a comma will be there, right?
Yeah, so that's why I use that length of row -1. So it will stop the loop before one item, and then we will print the last item separately after completing that loop.
Okay.
Won't that 4 be still back? Like I have a doubt. Why did you wrote that for the last one?
Sorry?
The last one for printing? Won't it be outside the for?
No, that is like
Yeah,
outside. That is what you
yeah.
want. You want it to
Because
be outside the comma.
we need not to end our printing with the comma. Okay, we need to end it like
No,
with the
no,
last
that's
item.
not the doubt.
Sorry?
I am asking the last for the you that you have used for printing. Won't it be outside the for I that one?
Indentation
No,
was.
because we are printing row by row, no? We are printing row by row. If I will
So
use it outside of this main for loop, then I have to initiate again for the nested loop.
okay, okay, now I get it.
We are
Okay.
right. We are not appending it in any matrix or something, right? We are directly
You have to simply print
printing
the
it.
rows, so you did
The
that. You
value
didn't
on
make
the
the matrix
Yes,
at all.
right?
yes, yes, yes.
Sumit, in case of
Yeah.
row, empty row, what you have taken, if we define that in outside of the loop, then what will,
Outside of the main loop.
yes,
Okay, so if we define it outside of the main loop, then what it will do? Every time our row length will be increasing, because in first iteration it will be blank. Then after completing the first iteration, it will have the number of items as per the n value. Okay, if it is a 3, so we can say that it will have a 3 items in it. But if we then in second iteration we are again initiating it with blank when we are defining it inside the main loop. But if we put it outside the main loop, then what it will do? Those 3 items will be there, and in the next 3 items will be appended over there. So for the second row, it will have 6 items in it. Right? Because if we put it like this and we comment it over here, so what it will do is, see, in the first row it has 2 items, but
It
for
will
the second
append
row,
the next
along
one
with
again in the.
the next
okay,
items are getting appended with the first row itself.
okay, okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
For printing the row in the final loop, you could have also used the join function, right?
Yeah, we
Even
can use that
yeah, we
join as
can use.
well.
Okay.
But
Okay. One thing. Let's not discuss the advanced topics like join or others. Okay. Whatever we do
Sir.
now, just do with the top with the concept which you are.
It becomes confusing, sir.
Yeah, yeah. So please do.
But we'll be using first principles to do whatever we are doing
Right,
now.
right.
Sir,
So
is there any other way to do it?
only the concepts which you are
Is
learning.
it passing?
Please
Is it
explain
passing? Can you
other
check
way.
once?
Yeah, please. We can check
So,
it.
sir, without appending into a row, can we directly print it so that if we get it out, there is no problem?
Yeah. You can do it. You can do it. Okay. But it will be better. See, generally the you can print it and it solves a problem. But the bigger thing is you should be able to create an identity matrix, right? So I would say it's better to create an identity matrix and then print it. Okay. But then it's okay.
I think list object not callable. What does that mean?
What?
Sorry?
List object not callable.
Callable?
Yeah.
Callable. Okay. So
Callable
list
means you
object.
cannot call it like something. So there must be a
Yes.
mistake in calling the object.
You might be asking that in over here in the loop. Am I right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
basically, I think
So
you
that's why you are getting that.
mentioned like range of row something.
Yeah. There
You
only.
can just only mention the length or something. Okay, range only takes the integers. So okay. So yeah, thanks so much. So you can stop sharing now.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
So we move on to the PPA 9.
Sir, I have a code, but it shows the result same as expected result, but it is not passing.
Okay, so can you share your screen, please?
Yes, please.
Yeah, please share.
Oh, where is the screen share?
There is a share screen option there.
Yeah.
Beside the chat button.
Yes. Able to see?
Yeah, yeah. So for I in range of 0 to n, okay. For j in range of 0 to n, if I equal share print. See, it should be okay. Print
But if you see the results, it's
equals to. See, you should not have both, right? Okay, okay. Okay, it's okay. Let's print 0. Okay, so one problem is that can you scroll down? Can you scroll down? Can you just show me your output?
Yeah.
See, you are having an extra comma there.
I got to take
The extra
out.
comma is the mistake.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
the extra comma is
what we
the
should be
thing.
doing is we should be looping until for j in range of 0 to n minus 1, not until
0 to n minus 1.
for j in range. No, not in the first loop, but in the second.
For the J loop.
For the j loop, yeah, 0 to n minus 1. Okay, yeah. Then after that, once you come out of the for loop, right?
Yeah.
Once you come out of the for loop, that is like after the else statement. After the else.
Yeah.
So yeah, you come out of the for loop.
Here, right.
Out of the J loop.
You create a new line at 8. So
Now go back, is it?
no. So after line number 7, can you create a new line?
After line item number 7?
So okay. So go to line number 8, please. Go to line number 8.
Okay.
Yeah. Click on enter. Click on enter. Enter.
Enter. Okay.
Yeah. Enter. Okay. Now we go to line number 8. Okay. There, what you need to be doing is now for j in range of 0 to n minus 1, now j will be equals to n minus 1. So now if I equals to j, can you write that statement again? If I equals to j,
I is equal to j.
If I equals to
If
j.
I is equal to j.
Yeah, now we can write that statement again. If I equals to j, print 1. No, it should be double equals to, right? You're comparing. Yeah, if I equal to j,
yeah,
print. Yeah, print 1, else print 0.
But already I have print 1 until 0, no?
No, but that is not for the last value, right?
Oh, okay.
Sir, I guess we put the line number 8 outside the nested loop, so we need to go inside. Otherwise, there will be no j.
No. It's okay. It still be there. Can you just go to that? You can remove that line number 12. Remove line number 12. Line number 12, 1, 2. Yeah, remove it. Yeah. Okay. Can you run? Can you run?
In the end statement. Yeah. In the loop. In the end, there is comma is missing.
There's a comma.
Okay. Yeah. In the end, there should be comma, right? And there should be a comma. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. But still can you scroll down? Can you scroll down? The output is not exactly correct.
Yeah, it is not that
1100. Okay. Can you scroll down? Okay. So what you can do is instead of I equals to j, line number 8, if I equals to n minus 1, if I equals to n minus 1, print 1. Yeah, now can you run? Others, please look at the other one now. Please look at PPA 10, PPA 9, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, what was the problem there earlier? When we say I is equal to j only, it is 1, is that right?
Yeah, I think the problem is with once it comes out of the for loop, right? J, I think it would still have in that yeah, n minus 2. It would not have become n minus 1. So that's the issue. Okay.
Okay, I'm not able to reach out to what you're trying to explain.
Okay, so what happens is j value it will start from 0, right? And it will go all the way to n minus 2.
N minus, yes.
Correct. Once it comes out of the loop, we will check for if I equals to j, right? So since j is still equals to n minus 2, we are not checking correctly. We should check for n minus 1, not n minus 2.
Okay. So the first if I is equal to j is taking care until n minus 2.
Yeah.
Okay. So the line number 8 and beyond is for n minus 1.
Correct.
Okay.
So that is basically for the last element. Last element of the row.
It really brings only one element, is that right? 3 rows.
Yeah, correct.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay, so let us look at PPA 9. Okay, I'll stop sharing this. Okay, so let us look at PPA 9. We should be accepting a square matrix. Okay, and we should be multiplying. We should be doing the scalar multiplication. Okay. You'll accept an integer 2. Everyone knows this, right? Multiplying it by a constant. Okay. We have a square matrix A, and then the integer S is there. We need to be multiplying integer S with matrix A. Okay. Then you need to print it up. All right. All right. Can we do this? Hello.
Yes, sir, we can do it.
You guys know how to accept it. You guys know how to accept a matrix, right?
Yes,
Based
sir.
on the
Yes,
number
sir.
of rows, and then the lines, the n lines of input. You know how to create a matrix, right? And after that, what you need to do is you need to multiply that matrix by a constant yes. Okay. By a constant yes, you should be multiplying each element, and after that, you should be printing the results. All right. So initially here, what happens is 2 into 1 will be equal to 2. 2 into 2 equals to 4. 2 3 is 6. 2 4 are 8. So we multiplied each of these elements by 2. All right. So can we do this? We can do this.
We'll try, sir.
So sir, it is like populate the matrix, then take an input S and then multiply with that matrix and then again printing that matrix.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Printing the resulting matrix.
Right.
Okay.
Sir.
Yeah. Take like 10 minutes to solve this problem, and after that we discuss solution.
Sir, I have a problem. in the question of GRPA 4, just only the question, sir. Can I ask?
Can you be a bit louder? I'm not able to hear you properly.
Sir, I have a problem in understanding GRPA 4 question. Sir, can we just discuss the question only, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one, sir. Sir, actually, there are two lists to be given. One is names list, and the other is birthdays list. So,
Right.
sir, we need to find the common birthdays, right, sir?
Yeah.
Sir, so are we assuming that there are only two people which will have the same birthday? Because from the output, it seems there are only two, and the two public test cases also suggest the same, but sir, I'm not so sure. I mean to say that is the birthday array can have or list can have, let's say 10, 10, 10. So 10 will be repeated 3 times and
Right. So yeah, what you're trying to say is you're trying to say okay, there is only one common date. Is what you're asking, right?
yes, sir. Yes,
No,
sir.
no, that is not the case.
Sir, can 3 people share the same birth of date? I mean, I'm asking that.
Yeah,
sir.
here you can see it, right? Here Sachin and Rohit share the same date, so it will be of this form. Rohit, Sachin, that is like one pair, right? And after that we have 20, 20, 20. So what? Priya, Sandeep and Stella, they share same, right? So Priya, Sandeep is one pair, Priya, Stella is one pair, and Sandeep, Stella is one pair.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
We are printing in pairs. Like if there is another person who has same birth rate as 100, then again the different pair will be printed in a different list,
All
like inside the same list.
Okay, fine. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Oh, so we have like 2 more problems to complete. So let us make it.
So I guess we should some hurry because from 4 o'clock we have another session of mathematics.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll try to complete it. Computing sum is kind of easy.
So, sir, I have doubt in regarding GRPF 5 in understanding question.
Okay.
Sir,
Sir, here
every
what is
week
the
we
point
have
B?
Python and computational thinking class at the same time. We not have the timings for that.
Python competition same time you are saying, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We have same time for both subject every week at from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Yeah, you cannot take the one thing is that if you're taking computational thinking, that means that you cannot take Python course, right?
Sir,
So,
for
sir,
the
what is
people direct to diploma.
Computational thinking was
programming,
compulsory
right?
course, sir, for us.
No, sir, for the
Any other we had
diploma
to choose, sir. So we took. It is for diploma course, sir.
Sir,
So
for
the
sir,
diploma
students
students,
who
you're
are
taking
enrolled in
computational thinking
diploma,
as
they
well as
can take both the subject together.
Yes, sir. I enrolled in diploma course, so I have taken computational thinking, Python, and one more, DBMS. So, sir, these two subjects are at the same time. It is difficult to attend both, sir. We cannot attend it.
Check out the YouTube, attend a class of Python or CT, and check another's class in YouTube.
So
That's okay, but sir, can we not have other timings, sir, for that?
right, so but then right, so we have like so many subjects and we have like so much of restrictions, and yeah, we're trying to work on it. So that problem was already raised and we're trying to work on it. Okay. And one thing, okay,
Okay, sir.
one student asked about a question, right? For this, you're given a sequence of n points and you're to define. Also, you're going to the point P, print all the points in the C sentence that are nearest to P. Okay. Yeah, this is like you should be finding the distance, right? So it's like you have this point x comma y, and then you have the sequence of another points, and then what you do is for each of those points you find the distance, okay, with respect to x comma y, right?
In the sample test case 1 and test case 2, what is the point P?
The point P, the
Yes,
point
sir.
x comma y. Okay,
No, sir,
so
which one is the point P?
yeah. So the first line is the first line of the input is an integer representing the number of points in sequence. Each of the next 10 lines contains coordinates of points separated by comma. The last line is the point P. The last line is the point. So here basically 4,6 is point P.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir, I got it.
Sir,
yeah.
Sir, can you hear me? Yeah, sir, can you please explain the PPA3, sir, week 4?
PPA3?
Yes, sir. PPA3 or week 4.
Okay. This one. Accept a sequence of comma separated integers as input and print the maximum value. Yeah. So here you need to accept the comma separated integers, right? And then you can store it in list, or like if you do not want to store also, it's okay. But once you converted those values to integers, now you need to find the maximum value among those. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Among this, the maximum value is 5. So we should print the value 5. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So
I'm getting an unknown error. Should I show it? PPA9.
Yeah. So yeah, let's just wait. Okay. Okay. We have like 348. So yeah, shall we look at the solution for this?
Yeah, I'm sending it in chat.
No. You can share a screen and.
Okay.
So okay, this problem I'll try to solve it for you. Okay. Right. So first and foremost thing is accepting an input, right? So the first one is number of rows for the matrix, correct? So that is like n is equals to int of input, which we are doing it quite a few times, right?
Can you make the screen a little bigger?
Yeah.
Font bigger. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we need to have this matrix, right? M equals to, just say this empty matrix for I in range of n, row equals to input dot split. Okay. And after that, what do? We just convert each value of the row into an integer. Okay. So here we're just typecasting the string to integer, right? After that, we just append it. M dot append.
Sir, sorry to interrupt, but put the length of row in line number 5 in range.
Okay, yeah. Or else we can just have it like n itself. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
So we have this m dot append of row, right? Now what do we need to do? Sorry, we need to accept. We need to accept that integer, right? Which we need to multiply by, right? That is yes, which we have accepted. And since that is like one value, which is an integer, we have directly converted that to integer. Okay. Now what do we do? Here we have like two options. One is we just use the same value, same matrix, and then convert that matrix, or else we can create a new matrix, okay, and then use the previous values to convert. Okay. So what I want to do is I will just use the previous values. I won't even create a matrix. I'll just modify it. Okay. For I in range of n, right? So for j in range of n minus 1, because I do not want to print the last value. Sorry. Suffering from cold, so sorry. Okay, so we have this for j in range of n minus 1, right? Now we need to multiply each value by this integer, and then print it, right? So what I can do is
5 minutes.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. I just talk.
Okay. So we can multiply m of I of j by that s value, right? And then we can end this with a space, right? The reason why I'm doing it is okay. The reason why I'm doing it with space is I want the output to be in this manner, right? 2 space 4, 6 space 8, right? So directly I'm printing the values by multiplying, and then I'm adding the space there. The end value has space. Okay. So now once I come out of the loop, I can just print the last value. So the last value I can write it as m minus 1 or minus 1. Okay. This is okay. Here also I need to multiply by that yes. So I will just do that. Okay. Is this okay? Is the solution fine? If you have any questions, you can ask in the solution.
So can you interpret the solution, sir? Can you interpret like?
So why we are printing the last one, sir? Because I and j for loops are already there, so they won't take care of the last.
No, we just looped until the last value, like until n minus 1 only. We didn't loop all the values. We just left one value. That's why we are using this. Okay. Okay. Did you get?
So what if we would have kept it till n only? I mean, then this last step wouldn't be required.
Yeah, but the thing is, it will have an extra space. It will have an extra space. Since we are ending with the space, right? We do not want to end the last value with the space. Okay. Did you get what I'm saying? Okay. So what I'll do is, I'll just do as you said. Okay. And we'll check for the output. Okay. What it prints. All right. Doing the test run. So instead of having it like 2, 4, 6, 8 in new lines, it has 2 space, 4 space, 6 space, 8. And here also it has 5 space, 100 space, 150 space, 200. But this is not what we want, right?
So, sir, could we put a new line? I mean, if we have put an n there, then could we put a new line so that it comes in a matrix form? I mean, our objective is to print it as a matrix form only, na?
Right. So yeah, that is why what we need to do is, see, until the last value, we need to change it by space, correct? But for the last value, we need to change it by slash n, the new line, as you said, correct? The last value of the row, we need to change it by new line. But for all the other values, we need to change it by space, correct?
Yeah.
right? So this line number 12 does exactly like that. Does exactly that. Even if you do not mention it, that the slash n by default end is slash n, right? So we need not mention this. Okay. Even if you mention it.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Can we use dot join instead of using all these?
Yeah.
I mean, like, since we are
that-
using dot split, right? So reverse to that.
Right. So that is like not a thought to students. So yeah, I do not want to talk about that. Okay. All right.
Sir, you can explain line number 12 once more. I mean, I can't understand m of I minus 1. Minus 1, I can't understand.
Okay. So let me just say the row is this. Okay. Row is 1, 5, 6, 7. Okay. This is the row. These are the values of row. Okay. These are the values of row. All right. Now, once I loop it like this, what happens is it prints 1, it prints space, and then it prints X. Okay. After that, we'll have one more space. Okay. It prints until this. After that, what happens is we come out of the loop. We come out of the loop, and then we print the last value. And then we print the last value 7 without a space, but with a new line, so that it goes to the next line. Okay, am I making sense?
Yes, sir.
Right. So that is the reason why we are printing this line number 13. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So let us just look at PPA 10 is kind of easy. It is just similar to PPA 9. Instead of multiplying it by a constant, what you need to do is you'll have two matrices. That is like you need to accept two matrices, and then you just need to print the sum of it. Okay, you just need to compute the sum, and then you need to print it. Okay, PPA 10 you'll be able to do it, right? Hello, PPA 10, is this doable for you? Kind of like as an assignment?
Right, sir, we'll do it. Sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, we will do. So it's only addition is there.
So you look at the PPA 11, and then we'll close this. Okay. So this question introduces you to two ideas. This is the invisible code. Okay. Invisible code, it's a block of code which won't be visible to you, but that code will be used to grade your code. Okay. To check your code. But that invisible code will be used to check your code. Okay. So L is a list of real numbers that is already given to you. You have to sort this list in descending order, not the ascending order, and store the sorted list in a variable called sorted L. So basically, L is a list of real numbers which is given to you. You need to create a new list called sorted L. Okay, it should be exactly like this, sorted L. Okay, and the order should be in descending order. Okay. The sorting should be in descending. All right. So you need not accept the input. You need not accept the input L. You can just directly assume that L is already there, and you need not print the output. Okay. All right. Is that okay? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
So you need to be entering the code only in this space. Okay. You can only enter the code only in this space. You cannot enter before, or you cannot enter after that. Okay. All right. So yeah, try to do this. Take like 10 or 15 minutes to solve this problem. And after that, we look at the solution. All right.
Are we doing now?
Yeah. If you want to do it now, you can do it, or else.
I think the other class is started. No?
Okay. So if one of you have completed this, you can share a solution. Okay.
Sir, may I share my solution?
Yeah, Pankaj. Yeah.
Sir, those whose class is there, they can go, sir. We are
Yeah, so if you
here
do not
only.
want to, yeah, if you want to leave the session, you can leave.
Sir, is my screen visible?
Yes, yes, Pankaj.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Pankaj Tripathi, yeah.
Sir, firstly, we define solution and take argument as list L. Then I take sorted L as a list, and then I loop. Then I use while loop while length of L is greater than 0.
Yeah.
Then I take maximum value as a first value of list L.
Yeah.
Then I take for loop for looping from range length L. Then I check whether the element is greater than maximum value. If it is greater than maximum value, then I take maximum value as L of I. Then I append. Then I remove the maximum value from list L using L dot remove maximum, and then I append it to the sorted list that I take and append it to maximum value. Then I return finally sorted list L.
Yeah, okay, got it. So basically, what you're doing is for each iteration, you're finding the maximum value and you append that maximum value to the sorted L and you remove that maxi value from the list L, right?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, so others, if you have like any questions in the solution, you can ask. Okay.
Sir,
Yeah.
I had this idea. Can we do it in this way that we use the function sort and then we reverse it the list, sorted list? That will give us the descending list.
You cannot
the
use
list in descending
you
order.
cannot use the sort method.
Yes, sir. We can't use inbuilt function.
Yeah, we cannot use the inbuilt function, correct. So what happens is, so the invisible code, right? It checks whether you are using a inbuilt sort function or not. If it checks not, then it displays a message or throws an error that you cannot use the inbuilt sort method. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What is L here?
L is the list.
List.
Yeah, L is the
That
list
is
of
sorted.
L is
list, right?
empty list. L is empty list, so that we can append.
L is not an empty list.
No, sir. Yes, sir.
L
Sorry,
is the
sir.
list given by the
sorted
compiler.
L is empty list.
Yeah.
Sorted L is empty list.
Yeah.
What is length of L defines, sir? While length L is what?
L is the list.
L is the list.
L is the list. So what he's doing is basically each time he's finding a maximum element and appending it to the sorted L, and he's removing that maximum element.
Okay,
right?
L is already given, right? Solution.
Yeah, L is already given. So
yes,
that
L is already given.
Got it.
Yes.
And we are creating sorted list.
Right. So he's reducing the elements of list, or in other words, he's changing the length of L each time until the list L does not contain any elements. So when it does not contain any elements, that means that we have appended all the elements of list L to sorted L, right, in the ascending order. So when that happens, he's coming out of the while loop and he'll return the sorted L. Okay. All right.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Any other questions?
Sir, can I stop my sharing my screen?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you do not have any other questions, we can end the session. Okay. Thanks everyone.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
So please do practice. Okay. Please practice a lot, because
one question, sir, is about making practices. Suppose
Yes,
we are doing
yes.
the solution codes are not available in the previous practice session, because I could not do practice of the one or two.
Yeah. So yeah, for the practice assignments alone, we do not give the solutions because we want you to practice it again and again. Okay. All right, and if you want the solution code anyway, you can come to Discourse and then like we'll be discussing, right? Okay. Yeah.
So we will have MCQ tests on this 30th, right?
Yeah. So you'll have MCQ, NAT, numerical answer type, and MSQ.
Oh, okay. So the time limit will be same as per the.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.